Our main character is Rin Okamura, a 15-year-old teenager who is trying to find a part-time job, but wherever he goes, one day he is kicked out of the workplace. His father, Priest Shiro, runs a small church in the city. One day, while walking on the street, Rin met some ruffians. Shooting and killing pigeons, he ran to attack them all. When he got home, he tried to deny it, but his father found out that he was fighting. His father was quite sad because his son was fired from work all day and was still fighting. Rin has a twin brother, Yukio Okamura. In contrast to Rin, the gentle Yukio studied well. Yukio often bandages Rin's wounds whenever he returns from a fight. Yukio will soon be accepted into True Cross Academy and will be living in the dormitory, so Yukio is very worried about Rin because she is still causing trouble all day. Rin just got a job at a supermarket today. He's excited to call back to inform everyone at home. As he stepped out of the phone booth, he caught sight of a little girl chasing a scarf. As she approached, Rin discovered that it was a little demon teasing her. Rin chased into the supermarket and saw the little devil breaking a stack of goods, causing it to fall on a little girl. Fortunately, Rin ran to protect her in time, so she was only slightly injured. The strange thing is that only Rin can see the little demon, so he gets fired from the supermarket because the owner thinks the mess is caused by him. Was fired again, so Rin did not dare to go back to meet everyone. Fortunately, her father was saved by him. He went to the church to thank Rin so he was not scolded by his father. The next morning, when Rin woke up, he suddenly saw that outside the window there were a lot of demon bugs. No one on the street saw them but Rin. He ran to the street and ran into the gangsters he had beaten last time. The leader provoked Rin and even insulted Yukio. Rin got mad and punched the ringleader, causing him to appear as a demon. The juniors jumped to pin him down, and the demon tried to blind him with hot iron. In the moment of danger, suddenly Rin's whole body burst with a blue flame. The thugs ran away in fear and the demon suddenly changed his attitude. He knelt down and called himself Astaroth. He said that he was the king. Suddenly Priest Shiro appeared and used his power to purify the demon inside the delinquent. Extremely confused, Rin questioned her father about what was going on. Priest Shiro said that this world always has two opposite sides. The world of humans is called Assiah. The other opposite world is Gehenna, the space of demons. Rin and Yukio are only adopted children of Shiro. Their true identity is the son of the demon king Satan and was born of a human. At this moment, the demons discovered his whereabouts, so Priest Shiro immediately took Rin to hide. The leader of the bandits just woke up and was possessed by the demon Astaroth, so he has not been eradicated but has only been temporarily expelled from the body of the delinquent. The two of them made it to the church in time before it got dark. Priest Shiro raised the defense to the highest level, getting ready for a life and death battle with the demons. Shiro leads Rin down to a cellar, where he pulls out a hidden katana, which is the sword that seals Rin's demonic powers. He instructed Rin to absolutely not let the sword fall into the hands of others, nor pull the sword from its sheath, otherwise the demonic power will return and he will no longer be human. He further informed Rin that, despite being twins, Rin had a weaker body since childhood, so the dark power rejected him and chose Rin as the host. At this time, the devil Astaroth hit the church. The situation was critical, so Shiro gave Rin his phone. He said that after hiding from the demons, call the phone number stored in the phone and find his best friend. That person will have a way to help Rin avoid the demons. Priest Shiro locked the messenger in a secret room and returned to fight the demon. The demon was very strong and defeated the entire church, but when Priest Shiro took out the shotgun relic, he succumbed to the battle and was banished. Rin escaped from the cellar and went to her adoptive father for questioning. He was angry because he had endured the estrangement of others all his life without knowing anything. Suddenly Satan possessed the body of Priest Shiro. He opened the gate of hell leading to the demon world Gehenna. The Satan claimed to be Rin's father and lured Rin with him back to the demon world. In an instant, Priest Shiro regained consciousness and he immediately killed himself. He did not want Rin to listen to the devil's words, so he decided to commit suicide to push Satan back to hell. Rin and Shiro are gradually swallowed up by the gates of hell. With no other choice, Rin pulled the katana out of its sheath despite everyone's efforts to stop it. When the demon's power returned, Rin used her powers to close the gates of hell to save her adoptive father's body. The younger brother Yukio returned to find the scene of destruction and the departure of his adoptive father. After the funeral of his adoptive father, Rin decided to call his friend, who suddenly appeared in front of Rin with a rather humorous appearance. He was named Feels and vowed to eliminate Rin to prevent the aftermath. He gave Rin the choice of letting them kill him or he had to kill them all and run away. Rin made no choice and definitely wanted to join Feli's organization and become an exorcist. Seeing Rin's determination, he agreed to let him join the organization. Rin decides to leave the church to become a demon slayer. He said goodbye to everyone and went to find Fields. Fields said that she would send Rin to True Cross Academy with her younger brother, who turned out to be the principal of this school. True Cross Academy is the largest school located in the city center. The magnificence of this school makes Rin extremely overwhelmed. He was wandering along the corridor when he suddenly met a white dog. Curious to follow it, it turned out to be the headmaster Fields. He gives Rin a key, which is a treasure that allows Rin to go to the Exorcist class from any door. This is a special class for students who want to become exorcists. Fields also did not forget to warn Rin to remember to keep the fact that he is the son of Satan. Rin used the key to open any door. It led him to a large corridor with strange architecture. Following Feli's instructions, Rin went to classroom 1106 and suddenly realized that her younger brother Yukio was a teacher. Rin suddenly learns that her younger brother has been studying to be an exorcist since he was 7 years old and graduated 2 years ago. Now he is a teacher of the exorcist class and the youngest mage in history. Rin didn't understand what was going on, so she kept questioning her brother. Yukio had to let the whole class out so that the two brothers could talk to each other. Yukio revealed that she had been trained by her adoptive father to become a magician and had also learned everything about Rin. Yukio points a gun at Rin and assumes that his father's death is his brother's fault. Rin told her brother that she would never point her sword at her brother. His purpose as a mage was to protect everyone. Yukio recalled his father's words and his purpose of becoming a mage. The two brothers reconciled and later moved into the same room in the dormitory. Yukio said that Rin has demonic powers, so he will always be there to watch over his brother. One day, Yukio took Rin with him to a mage's grocery store, but this place only allows magicians, so Rin was made to wait outside. Too bored, he walked around and saw a little girl working in the garden. Seeing Rin, she thought the old man was a ghost, so she panicked and ran away. Seeing her appearance, Rin immediately guessed that she couldn't walk normally. This girl's name is Shermi, the daughter of the mage grocery store owner. Shermi suffers from a strange disease that makes her unable to walk, but the doctors are unable to find the cause of the disease. After talking for a while, Shermi and Rin became friends, and Rin even helped her with the garden. The two were talking when Yukio and Shermi's mother arrived, and she asked Yukio to come find out about her illness. After checking, Yukio discovered that her illness was a symptom of spirit out caused by the devil. Yukio said that the demon is definitely in this garden and is slowly eating away at Shermi's body. Hearing that, her mother immediately wanted to take her out of the garden, but Shermi refused because this is her grandmother's garden. She promised to take good care of this garden after her grandmother's death. As it turned out, she was often sent by her mother to live with her grandmother. During an attempt to cover the vineyard, she was crushed to death by the collapsed vineyard. Shermi thought it was her fault because she did not help her grandmother cover the vines but went out to play. She was extremely distressed and determined to take care of the garden. An evil spirit took the opportunity to draw Shermi and keep her in the garden. At night, Rin followed Shermi to the garden and persuaded her to listen to her mother. Being taught by Rin, Shermi understood the problem and burst into tears. The demon suddenly rose up to take over her body. At the same time, Yukio also came, so the two brothers also joined forces to defeat the demon, expelling it from Shermi's body. Thanks to that, Shermi was able to walk again, and she made up with her mother. After that, Shermi also joined Yukio's class to become an exorcist. Every day in class, instead of focusing on studying, he was so full of silly dreams that the teacher was tired of constantly reminding him. This makes one look uncomfortable. His name is Seguro and he is an elite student of the mage class. One day, two of Seguro's younger brothers told Rin about his life. Seguro and these two young men lived in a dilapidated temple. It used to be an ordinary temple until one night of terror 16 years ago. All the priests and magicians of the temple were killed in the flames of Satan, leaving only one young apprentice alive. Later became the abbot of the temple. After that event, people no longer believed in the monks and often vilified the people living in the temple. Seguro was told by his teacher that Rin was able to enter the academy because of the special principle. Hearing that, Seguro was not convinced and wanted to challenge Rin. Provoked, the hot-blooded Seguro wanted to show his resolve. He immediately rushed to go solo with a ghost toad, but suddenly the toad got mad while he was not prepared. Fortunately, Rin jumped out to save him so he was not swallowed by the toad. After that, the two of them recognized each other's determination and became friends. Every day when going to school, Rin encounters a dilemma that his lunch, the food in the canteen, always runs out after school. Contrary to his brother, Yukio is given food every day by his classmates, but he does not want to eat, so he always finds a way to hide. So Yukio thought of a way that he would use his teaching salary to buy fresh food and Rin would cook lunch for both of them. That way Rin would have lunch and Yukio would have an excuse to say no. Although he did not study well, Rin has a great cooking talent, so he decided to prepare lunch for both of them and store it in the refrigerator. But the next morning, Rin discovered that 2 boxes of food had been empty. He angrily gave Yukio a kick, but Yukio also insisted that he did not eat. Only then did the two realize something strange, that there were only 2 brothers in the dormitory, but breakfast was always prepared every day. The two went into the kitchen and met the headmaster Fields, who said that the 2 brothers' breakfast had always been prepared by a spirit named Akobark. Because Rin used the kitchen without permission last night, she got angry and emptied the 2 of them. In order to apologize to Akobark, Rin cleaned up the kitchen, but the spirit didn't seem to accept it. The two ran into each other and a heated cooking match broke out in front of Principal Fields. In the end, because they both cooked so well, they became best friends and the Okamura brothers' lunch was settled. When Yukio's friends saw that he had lunch, they got jealous. They thought that Shermie had come to Yukio's house to cook rice every day, so the 3 girls decided to sneak into the south dormitory to investigate. They discovered that Akobark's food was prepared in the refrigerator and thought it was Shermie's making. The 3 jealous girls threw everything in the trash. When the spirit Akobark saw this, he got mad and stuffed all 3 of them into the pot to stew. Fortunately, the 2 Rin brothers ran to convince Akobark and rescued the 3 girls. To completely solve this problem, Yukio was forced to eat all 3 boxes of food prepared by her friends. Eating all 3 boxes of food made Yukio overeating and sick for a few days. Please like and subscribe to the channel to continue watching part 2.